Hello again. Yeah, welcome again to the Eigen Department. This one was fast. I decided to go way out of my comfort zone, and you heard that it was sloppy McDoppy. I didn't know the band before. At the Gates, and the song is Blinded by Fear. Very popular these days with the kids. I don't know. I'm 40. I don't know what younger people listen to, but it's one of those bands when it comes to metal. And it's a very fast song, and it's in B standard, so very low tuning. So way out of my comfort zone, especially with these heavy strings. I'm using the Dario XS set, a 9 to 42, but I leave the high E string out and put it on here so that we have the upper, the thickest, empty. And this is replaced with a, I don't know what string gauge it is. It is a 1.45 millimeters thick. Can you convert that in string gauge? The guy in the shop could not. He didn't know. So yeah. So, but the only downside this has is that the G string is now wound, because I took the set of strings and I moved one string down, skipped the high string. You know what I mean? That's why my G string is a wound string, and that's a little bit tricky here and there. To get an harmonic out of it, I have to raise the single string. That's cool that you can do this with the Evertune, and the Evertune is key to this whole thing because in B standard with normal scale length or Fender scale length with this, no, I tried it with my Cyphers on B standard. This is so floppy, but with the Evertune we have a spring for every string. This works, but you have to bend against the spring tension also. But yeah, VGS Soulmaster, the first guitar ever equipped with an Evertune. This is history, yeah. Equipped with a Seymour Duncan Black Winter, and fired with this Obsidian wire kit, this harness which is awkwardly mounted in here. So very nice pots and controls and such. And this nice sticker they gave me with the pickup. Very metal indeed. So yeah, for this I used my Metal Master amp, not the Iron Ball or the 5150 pedal, the Tight Metal Pro. I used the Ingle Metal Master, and I do not use the mid scoop. Normally I use mid scoop on this thing. It makes it more aggressive overall. It's not only mid scoop, there's happening something else there. But on low tunings, then it gets problematic with mids. You know, you need more mids in your guitar tone when you go low. You have to lift up the mids and the high mids. On an E standard guitar, you can get away with a nice mid scoop, but on low tunings, so I revoiced it a little bit so I use it, and this way I have an EQ, a cheap bass EQ in the signal chain, because it's very low tuning, and these frequencies are very handy. I have a 10-band EQ also, but it doesn't work in this situation here. A different thing, I need a new one. It's defect. And boosted is the whole thing with the MXR modified overdrive, and I have also, after the distortion, a boost, a clean boost. That's the more pure boost from Mur, and so as another gain stage, you know. In this tone already, it's not so much gain as I normally would use. So yeah, it sounds like this. hardest part of the song. Oh, my back. It's this shit here in the middle. It is a hammer on, you know. That's tricky. Timing is very important here, that you get not too fast with this middle part, because when you come to this part, it's very fast, and you want to hear a increase in speed. So it should be noticeable that you played a little bit slower before and then faster. I'm over exaggerating a bit here. Yeah, that gets also sloppy when you play it so fast. And when you do this, you mute the low E string with your fretting finger, with your index finger, like this. You know that it's muted. It's important. But when you have to fret here, then you can only mute the string above, which is this. But what is with the low E string again? You have to mute that also. So how do you do that? Some people I've seen, they really can place the middle finger in the right time for that. I cannot do this. Kind of. So I mute the low E string with the right hand, coming down a bit. What's up with the headphones? I have a weird... Maybe too loud? Maybe too loud for my headphones. Yeah. Then in the middle part I add a little pinch harmonic, because I, yeah, of course I do, on this unit. Or better, solo is not so complicated, but yeah, this empty string is kind of silly. I don't know, is there a vibrato on the last note? I don't think so. But I dig it. I find it nice to play it like this. And on this part, I suggest you to not play downstrokes. Sounds too separated, a little bit robotic. It sounds more in the move, flow, whatever you will, when you play it in upstroke, upstroke, downstroke, or down up, I mean. Yeah, shit like that. And that's basically it. Did I anything different? No, but really, the hardest thing is these hammer-ons. Yeah. But thank you for watching so far. I hope you had a little bit of whatever out of this. See ya.